controversy.
I'll tell you, Chris. We have about 18 minutes, or 18, like 12 minutes left in our first segment, and that's just about a time I think we have to talk about Ohio State.
Oh boy,
here we go.
I need you
to go. Jumping right in.
I need you to explain yourself, buddy.
All right. Do you want the long or short? What do you?
We got like 50. We got like 10 minutes.
Go for it. I want to hear what happened.
So, I mean, I watched bits and pieces. I mean, some fans, can only take so much frustration before it's just time to.
Oh, did you rage quit the TV?
I did, and then I'd come back and be like, and then I'd be like, we'd do something stupid, and I'd be like, all right, I'm not getting back into this.
You're like, I'm done. Yeah. Phone notification. Oh, wait, we're back in it. Turn it back on.
Exactly. So I think, it's Ohio State has this thing every couple of years or so where we just have dumb mistakes on defense. And there's times where we have, superstars all on the field and the coordinators are great, everyone's on the same page. And then you have years like we seem to have right now in the Haskins year where the defense just always giving up big plays, has no idea how to stop anybody, is not playing physical, looks like they could care less out there, and looks like they're clueless. And I think that's definitely a coaching problem. And I have news that Ohio State is actively searching for a defensive coordinator as we speak. So
I was about to say, your one from last year left, didn't he?
No, so, all right. What happened was we hired a new, so hang on. Kerry Combs is our defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Okay, he was our secondary coach.
Yeah, he was promoted within the organization.
A couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Then he went to the Titans
in
the NFL and was the secondary coach. And then we lost Jeff Hafley, who was our secondary coach when Chase Young and Jeffrey Okudah was there. He left after that year, and we got Combs in this past year. And then, like you said, we promoted him this year to defensive coordinator. But that's looking like a terrible decision right now since I don't know if y'all knew this, but in the Oregon game, the only time Ohio State was making stops on defense was towards the end of the game.
Yeah. I have that noted. I was like,
you know the reason for that?
Because Oregon was tired.
No, they quit listening to our defensive coordinator.
No,
they said the players started doing their own plays, started doing their own thing, and that was the only reason.
Who came out and said that? Like the defense? Like
the players.
The players said that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That is.
If that doesn't scream fire your defensive coordinator, I don't know what does. Yeah, if the team's better off doing like street basket or street football and just calling your own plays on defense.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, if you're experienced player late in the game, you've read the offense,
at that
50
point they should
times at that point.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you're like, oh, they're going to do this, blah, 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 and, apparently that worked better than this Kerry Cook fella.
The sad thing was, those linebackers that were in there, this is the second game they've ever started.
Yeah, because Oregon was out like some of their big starters. Who is it? The French
Thibodeau and Justin Flo,
and
who's
Justin
out
Flo.
for the year, unfortunately.
Yeah, Flo's out. I was looking up Justin Flo. He just they just said lower body injury. I don't know what it is, but Thibodeau's day to day, I think, right? So he'll be back.
Fine.
He'll be fine.
I want to say I kind of feel bad for your offense because your quarterback. He threw like 500 million times.
472 yards.
You had 3 receivers over 100 yards, which is like I don't remember seeing a whole lot of that ever. So
they're looking like the Dallas Cowboys out there against Oregon.
Oh, God.
The offense is great. But in spurts, like they're not. So our quarterback is a little bit inconsistent. He's
still young.
Yeah, he's making the young mistakes you'd expect from a quarterback. But when you have that, that's when you need a good defense to step up and allow him to not have so much pressure on him in a tight game like that. The defense just could not help out our offense. Plus, the offense is starting to do the same stuff. They're not opening it up at all. They're just we're relying on the talent of our receivers to just try and get open, but we're not.
You're not scheming anything out.
You're just scheming and allowing our offense to flourish. We're just. Okay, Olave's a good receiver, he'll get open.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson's a good receiver, he'll get open. They're not planning anything. It just seems like everyone's just winging it.
Now, who's calling plays, your OC or Ryan Day?
It's a combination of both.
Okay. So at the end of the year, we're firing Ryan Day and getting Urban Meyer back from Jacksonville.
No, the best thing we ever did was get rid of Urban Meyer. I love Ryan Day way more than Urban Meyer. Ryan Day is doing something Urban Meyer wouldn't do. and he's looking for a new defensive coordinator. Urban Meyer would keep Kerry Combs till the end of the
They
year.
would push as hard as you could to keep
we
him.
would just suck, and that's what we did with Haskins. I mean, we had one of the worst defense. We had unranked Purdue put like 49 points on us. Haskins threw for 500 yards, and we lost by 28 points.
Sounds like Dallas.
How does that happen? So that's what we're looking at right here.
I love
Stroud threw
this.
for almost 500 yards, and we lost at home to a team that had their two best players out. And that's a problem, and Ryan Day knows it, and he's going to take care of it. And I hope that we can get a new coordinator in there soon, new system, and by the end of the year, we're like normal Ohio State.